Tim's wife Hannah also had a birthday, and I won't say how old she is, but it's not 16. And then Candace, I know I didn't remember in church Sunday, but I do remember now, is 14 today. And today is also Anna Buchanan's birthday, and she is not 14 today. And so Tim's going to sing Happy Birthday, and then we're going to sing Amazing Grace, and then Chris, it's all you, sir.
All right. All right, here we go. Let's sing Happy Birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. Apparently that's the church version that we do when we can't pack all the names into there. I don't know. Brought that one back from grade school, I think. All right, guys, you ready? We're going to sing Amazing Grace as we kick off our service tonight. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. When we've been there 10,000 years, when we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. All right, thank you guys. Let's give everybody who worked on this food a big hand tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Is this just for live stream?
That's just for the stream.
Gotcha.
All right, church. It is so good to be here this evening. How's everybody doing tonight? That food was delicious. Thank you so much for all the hard work that went into it. It was just an absolute blessing to us. Look, my kid's still eating back there. I don't know why he's hungry. I fed him Monday. Anyway, we are the Deaton family headed to the country of Switzerland. My wife, Miss Ebony, is over here to my right. We've been married 13 wonderful years. And then we have 4 kids the Lord has blessed us with. I'll start with the youngest. His name's Emmett. Wave at everybody, Emmett. And then we've got Titus. And then Gunnar. And then the oldest, what was your name? Aubrey. I'm just kidding. She's 12, Emmett's 16. She is in between. We're from Hopkinsville, Kentucky. The Lord has called us to the country of Switzerland. Just to give you a little history of me and our family. So we are both raised in Kentucky. I joined the Army to get out of Kentucky. They put me at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, so that was counterproductive. But we really enjoyed the time we had in the military, and then once we got out, we stayed at our church. We loved our church. We loved the area. It was about 3.5 hours away from home for my wife and about 6 hours for me. So we stayed there. The Lord, since we moved there, has grown us in so many ways. One of those being calling us to the country of Switzerland. Like Pastor was saying, Switzerland is a very expensive country to go to. When we surrendered to the field, I don't have time to go into all the details. First, we surrendered to missions, and then we prayed about where the Lord would have us go. I was in my 30s at the time of surrender, and we just didn't really have any clear direction. After we prayed for several different countries and weeks, the Lord gave us clarity on Switzerland. Upon doing some research, we found no missionaries from America in Switzerland. We contacted many missions boards, reached out to many missionaries in bordering countries, and the only thing we was able to find is one gentleman from the Netherlands. Him and his wife have been there 19 years. Other than that, almost 9 million people sit in the country of Switzerland without having the true light of Jesus Christ. Now, as Pastor was saying, it's a very expensive country to live in. It's one of the reasons that many people don't go. I was telling Pastor when we went there on our survey trip, and that was to gather some information, to just get some local prices of food and things like that. We found chicken breast to be $10 a pound, ground beef to be $13 a pound, and you could get that cheaper if you have it mixed. They do a 50-50 mixture. Come asking me what they mix it with. I'll tell you afterwards. I don't want to put it out there on live stream, but it's about $10 a pound if you get it mixed. Now, water, when we went to the first restaurant, we ended up getting a bill, and we found out that water was $6 a glass. Very, very expensive. And then the food itself, just for the meal for me and my wife, it was just a very expensive meal, only because, once again, wages are so high there. Now, when you think of Switzerland, you think of the Swiss Alps, you think of the beauty of nature, and all that's a good thing. However, when the Lord looks at the country of Switzerland, he not only sees the beauty, but he also sees the spiritual need. Switzerland's a very beautiful place, but when God looks at us, he looks past the physical and he sees the spiritual. And the spiritual need in the country is very, very great. For the last 500 years, they've kind of gotten away from religion in general, but more importantly, a relationship with Jesus Christ, just because they'll tell you, we have the best economy in the world. Our finances are number one, our health care is number one, and our economy is number one. They'll tell you they don't need anything else. Probably.
All right. Throw your chair in the car. We will pick this up in about, let's move into the auditorium. If you check the weather map, I promise it wasn't supposed to rain. And we'll see you in there in about 5 minutes. All right. It'll just be easier too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because everybody's like, all right, what are we going to do?
Yeah, it's raining.